Okay, great. And we are live. Welcome, everybody. My name is Laura Hall, and you are on the Come Cook With Me show. So I want to say happy Friday to everybody and happy National Coffee Day. I have a special surprise as a result of National Coffee Day, but I want to get right to what we're going to be making today. Earlier this morning, I put on a really quick video to kind of show what was in the marinade. So if anybody who's watching can go grab that and attach that video, welcome, good afternoon. Grab that video and just post it in the comments, then everyone can see the marinade, but I'll kind of review it real quick as well. So you know the show, and if this is your first time visiting, welcome and thanks for joining. So the other thing is that every time we get started, I always like to do an introduction and kind of share with us, as a community, what we're trying to evolve and kind of create. And that is the sense of community and a sense of love with one another. So when you hop on the show, if you could say hello, where you're from, and your name, that would be great. And just say welcome. Thanks for the love seeing you all. But if you do that, if you actually put your name in and say hello and where you're from, you get entered to win. And you get entered to win some amazing spices from somebody who is a team leader on my health and wellness nutrition team. His name is Dan Oliver, and he has got some amazing spices. And this recipe, every recipe we actually cook with, includes his spices. So when you say hello, who you are, where you're from, you get entered to win the spices. Now, second, if you actually post this video, meaning share it on your personal wall, if you share it, you get entered to win a bigger prize. Now, every week we have been doing a seasonal shake. And I said, if we got over 50 shares last week, or I think it was 50, or did I say 100? I don't remember. So I'm thinking we just said 50. We were so very close. We would do like a big prize. And we were looking to hit over 10,000 views. Our highest viewership has been like 47,000. So we're really looking to just increase the connectivity with the outside world. So if you say hello, where you're from, and you share it, you get entered to win. And how do you win? Well, we put all of the names, everybody who enters, they get into a random generator, and then that's how the name gets picked. From a random generator, all the names get in, and then the random generator comes. So let's go ahead and take a look at who won last week's prize. All right, I'm so excited. I know these people are going to be very excited too. All right, so let's start off with the spices. Are you ready? Drum roll. Okay, Melanie Lynette, you won the spices. Woohoo! I'm so excited for you. I think the kids are going to love it too. So, Melanie, I think I have your address, but just for quickness, I know I can get it really quick, but if you just want to send me a quick message with it again, I'll be able to send it. So congratulations, I'm very excited for you. So let me show the spices. This is so amazing. These are the spices you're winning. Woo, 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 woo. Okay, so let's kind of review what these spices are. They're amazing. If you're on and you're watching, go ahead and plug in how people can get your spices, because they're amazing. You don't want to not have them. So Dan-O, it's Kentucky Proud. You can pick these up in some Kentucky stores. It's just they're not in stores throughout the U.S. yet. But I kind of want to share with you, it's low sodium, huge flavor, guys. But what he does is there's no sugar, they're gluten-free, no MSG, and there's no GMO. I mean, that is amazing. It's fabulous. You want these spices. They are phenomenal. And there's two kind of flavorings, really awesome. They're a staple in my house. Okay. All right, so congratulations, Mel. I'm so excited. All right, so you ready for who won the shake? This woman who won the shake has been, I don't know, I think she's been on the show at least live with me at least 4 or 5 times. So I'm hoping you're live right now. Kristen Stuckey, I hope you're live right now. If you come on live and you hear your name, go thumbs up, heart. I don't see that, so you might not be live right now. Kristen, I'm so excited. You win the cookies and cream. So very good. Yay! Okay, so the shake that Kristen's winning is the cookies and cream. Now, Kristen, if you want mocha, you can have mocha, but those are my last two flavors that I have. I do understand, a little bird has told me that it's fall and there's a potential, hang on to your seat people, there's a potential of our pumpkin spice being re-released. So if you want to have some of that pumpkin spice, send me a quick note. Definitely enter, because if it gets released next week or the week after, you know this girl's gonna have a whole bunch, and we'll have that as also as the seasonal shake. But Kristen, cookies or cream or mocha, you get a choice. Okay, so in honor of today's National Coffee Day, I had somebody send me a quick note and said, hey, since it's National Coffee Day and we make the best coffee in our company, I mean, our coffee is phenomenal. So we decided to do one extra gift, one extra prize. And so that extra prize is our coffee. Our coffee is the most amazing, perfectly balanced coffee. It has medium trained, it's got green tea extract in it. It has medium chain triglycerides of the coconut oil. It is so perfectly pH balanced. I mean, it is amazing coffee. So the person who won the coffee, it is Edith McCarr. So Edith, I'll send you a message because that was the first time I saw you on the page. So I'm going to send you a message and let you know that you won the coffee. So congratulations. I'm really excited. Okay, time for the show. Let's go ahead and show. Hello. Did I not show you all these magnificent pieces that I got for the Instant Pot? So the Instant Pot, you can buy some accessories, and I think you can buy them, you know, pretty much anywhere, you know, Amazon, on their actual website. But there is a person, his name is Keith Tant. He makes the most amazing accessories. I've got to show you. This is the kebab accessory, and actually it can be, he does corn on the cob. You can do corn on the cob on this. I mean, it is amazing. Just take a look at this design. Really awesome. This middle piece, it comes off. It just rotates off. This is how we're going to be putting the kebabs in. But this is the coolest device. I'm not going to unscrew it all the way because it takes too long to put it back on. Anyway, but that's what we're going to use. But that middle piece, these two middle prongs come off, and then you can put an insert of anything else. But look at this. Nice handles. What a neat design. I'm telling you, it's such a neat design. Let me show you some other things that I got in my set, because if you're a new Instant Pot owner, you're going to want to get these. So this is a basket, and it has a plate, and what's really cool is all of these plates, the baskets come off really easily. I mean, I love it. I just love it. And then there's kind of a setting, you know, so that it stays up above the liquid area, and it just sits in perfectly, and I just love it. So, and there's some bigger inserts, and you can customize what you get. There's this size, and then there's one that's a little bit bigger. That's a big mamba one. And then I gotta show you the one I made my very first time. So, Ivy, if you're watching, you are going to be absolutely stunned. Let me show you really quick. I have to get it out of the refrigerator. It was pretty comical this afternoon in this house. It was absolutely hilarious because, I don't know, I lost grip when I was making the pumpkin cheesecake, and it went everywhere. The filling went everywhere. It got cleaned up, and it's not a big deal, and I can laugh about it now, but I wasn't laughing back then. But this is my very first cheesecake cooked in the Instant Pot. Woo, woo. So it's got about another hour to set up, and then I'm going to make a drizzle and put it on top, and I'll take a picture. If it turns out great, then I'm going to share this as a recipe. But I've never done a cheesecake before. In my entire life, I've never made a cheesecake. So doing it for the first time in the Instant Pot, let me tell you. I'm going to put it back in so it can just have that last hour to set up. It smells like I made it okay. All right, so let's go ahead and get to what we have. Earlier this morning, and again, you can actually make this marinade. It's great if your meat if you're going to use meat or seafood, whichever. If you have it sitting for longer than 24 hours, great. Last night, I just didn't get to getting the marinade and getting everything all diced up. But let me share with you, this marinade is yummy. So the one marinade that I have for the meat, these are the beef cubes, and I've got about 1 inch, maybe 1.5 inches beef cubes in here. It started off with a little bit of wine. I used my, I have my aminos in the refrigerator still. Because once you take your aminos out, you want to keep them in the refrigerator. Okay, so I started off with some wine. No big deal on the wine. I just used a red wine that was, not going to be, I never throw any of the wine out, even if it's, 3 or 4 or 5 days old. It's great to cook with. So I just put in, there's probably 1/4 cup of wine in here. And then I had my liquid aminos. If you haven't purchased these, I got the coconut ones. I just love these. They're so yummy. They're organic, no GMO, no MSG. They're vegan, and they're made from the coconut. I mean, they're just wonderful. So it's a substitute for soy. I'm not into soy. Soy is not good for me. And it's actually Megan Montgomery, she posted something in addition to one of the things that I posted about soy. So read it. It's a great article. But anyway, so aminos. And then in that, I have some balsamic vinegar, and I've got some garlic, and I've got the Dano spices. I put both of them in there, in the marinade. And there's cumin. And look, people, I always talk about this, and if you're new, this is something important. So I always try to get, let me show you this. I get the label that says non-GMO right there. And I get organic. So it also says organic. So I got cumin, I have cumin in there. I've got some Hungarian paprika. It's hot. This one was a hot. Some herbs of the Providence. And then some organic white pepper. Okay. And the liquid aminos, for me, it's just spicy enough and it's salty enough. So I didn't actually add salt. And I also put in some really excellent extra virgin olive oil. Okay, so that was the beef kebab marinade. In the chicken marinade, we started off with, oh gosh, it feels yummy. It's just very silky in here. We started off with our Greek yogurt. So there's about 1 cup of Greek yogurt. That's how we started. I used all of those other spices in here as well, but the base is a Greek yogurt. Okay, and that's really the only difference. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and load up our kebabs. And let me show you the vegetables that we have going here. I've got some zucchini and yellow squash, pre-cooked, I've got some really beautiful heirloom tomatoes. They'll be nice. And you know how I love to roast garlic. I love garlic and everything. And if you roast your garlic, take a look at that roasted garlic. And we're going to put those on the skewers as well. Just going to be so yummy. So yummy. But roasted garlic just gives it's just such a beautiful mellow, it's not that hot garlic. It just is so smooth, and it's just robust on anything. We have some red onion. And what we're going to do with this red onion, I kind of have them nice and cubed so that it'll be a nice full flavor. And then we have several color peppers. We've got green, yellow, red, and orange. Those are yummy looking. All of these are all organic. And then finally, we have some mushroom caps. These are not organic. I didn't get a chance to go to the farmer's market and get the fresh organic ones. So these are not. But that'll be okay. There'll be one thing that's not. It's perfectly fine. Okay, so in this game, what we do is we do the Instant Pot version. So we're going to prep our Instant Pot right here. And then we also do in the Crock Pot, okay? And slow cooker Crock Pot. I don't know, when I grew up, I was always told it was called a Crock Pot, but then I think, a trade name. So kind of like how I used to have a express cooker. I kept calling it Instant Pot, but it wasn't an Instant Pot. I guess you have to have in order to call it what it is. So this is actually an all-clad slow cooker, but it's their version of a Crock Pot. But anyway, so we're gonna do both versions. You may also like to have them on the grill, but we're just gonna go ahead and do it because I always love to do one in the Instant Pot in a really fast pressure cooker, or one in a slow cooker in the traditional method. So when I was growing up and learned how to cook, I thought when I was having kids and raising a family and working, the Crock Pot just was so easy. I mean, it was just like, it was the greatest thing to start to learn how to cook in it. But this gadget, this Instant Pot gadget, it's on steroids. I mean, it's the fastest way to cook a meal. Even if you forget, like you're running, it's like, oh shoot, I forgot to pick up dinner. Well, you could just make a meal out of like basic scraps in your refrigerator. It's just amazing, and the flavors infuse so greatly. So, and I know we have a lot of questions about, well, how are the flavors? Like I made a sauce before in Italian gravy, and people are like, oh no, that has to cook for 6 to 8 hours. No, it doesn't. The Instant Pot makes it cook so much faster. It's amazing. It's a really amazing gadget. And I will say, when we did that show, the Instant Pot won. And I never would have imagined that to have happened. So anyway, so it's really fun to have both and compare them. So if you're wondering about these shows that we've taped in the past and where you can find them, well, you're in luck. You don't have to dig deep and go into all my posts to go from one week to the next and find out where they are. Once we post this, after the show is over, we actually upload them to my YouTube channel. And so there's a YouTube channel that says Lifestyle by Laura J. And all you have to do is go to YouTube and search in Lifestyle by Laura J, and you'll see all of the wonderful shows that we have done before. So you never have to worry about if you've missed a show or if you want to look and see what's going on. And then finally, we have a really neat thing that is happening. And it's going to be, so I bought my Instant Pot. And the reason why I bought my Instant Pot, what now? Okay, so how many of you have your Instant Pot? Raise your hand or hit like or show some love. How many of you have had your Instant Pot and it's still sitting in the box? Okay, some people out there. We don't want that to happen. No, we're going to teach you, we're going to have a page that's going to be set up just to create love and great stories about their Instant Pots. But we're really going to teach you how to get to use it, really cover some of the basics. And then we'll have recipes just like this, and people who have some wonderful gifts like Dano, or if you're creating some specialty sauce and you'd like to share it with a group, we're going to just create, it's just going to be an open, beautiful forum just to share. I got my Instant Pot, what do I do now? Just don't know what to do. But we're definitely going to get it out of the box. Okay, so let's go ahead and rack these guys up. Now I will tell you, I have some other skewers here that are going to go into the crock pot. They're wooden skewers, so I'm going to move this over a little bit. And if you have wooden skewers, what's important is that you soak them. So these have been soaking for about 3 to 4 hours so they don't get dry. Because you're going to actually, you can put these in your crock pot or your slow cooker, or you can put them on the grill, right? So either way, it's fine, but make sure that they're soaked. That's really important, especially if you're going to grill them, because you don't want them to burn up with the food. All right, here we go. We're going to get ready. One thing I wanted to share about the scraps. In the refrigerator, and I'll show it to you at the end, but so these are some vegetable scraps that you never want to throw them out. Remember I said you can come up with any kind of a meal? A friend of mine, actually, who's been watching the show, he says, hey, make sure you say next week that don't throw out your scraps. Never throw out your scraps, because I have all of the trimmings from the chicken and the beef. They're in the refrigerator. I didn't throw them out. And the same thing with these vegetable scraps. So guess what we can make? We can make a broth. We can make a soup. All kinds of wonderful, easy things that you can put in your Instant Pot and not get rid of anything. So no waste. Okay. All right, well, here we go. So I always like to start with the heavier part first. So we'll start with the chicken. So you can see this chicken, they're about, well, some of them are a little bit bigger, but they're about an inch. They're just about an inch. So I'm going to go ahead and start to load up the rack. And we'll do the same thing with the skewers. They do get a little bit messy with this marinade. And I'm gonna do half and half. So we have 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So all this marinade, it just, it smells so yummy, so delicious. Okay, so we got 4 there. So the skewers for the Instant Pot, they're a little short, so you're gonna want to really kind of stick those down so you have. All right, we've got 5 going there. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and skewer some chicken. And you're gonna wanna rotate all of your skewers. So when you actually go to the skewer, chicken, go ahead and put on a pepper. I just love making them colorful. Put on another chicken. Oh, put on a mushroom. And we'll put on a couple veggies there. Oh, amazing. Looks just great. More, and then we're going to get some garlic. Put a couple garlic cloves on, and we'll top it with a tomato. So that's how we'll do the chicken kebabs, just like that. Beautiful. Oh, I'm not going to put that in just yet. Let me show you how we're going to set that pot up. Hang on one second. Oh, there we go. Okay, so before we're going to get the pots prepped. It's really simple. We're going to use a bone broth. So easy. And I love this bone broth because it's just low sodium, no added anything. It's just a great bone broth. It's a Kitchen Basics. So just beautiful. You can use any bone broth, especially if you make your own bone broth. That's even better. Or you make a broth. If I hadn't made the cheesecake, I probably would have been making the broth from the extra vegetables and the beef. Maybe next time we'll do that. Okay, so you're just going to need just enough to coat the bottom. You want to have 1.5 cups of liquid in the bottom. Okay. And then I'm going to use a little bit of the marinade from the beef. Put in, oh, there we go. We'll put in the rest of the wine that we had from left over so that it's a good 1.5 cups. There we go. Beautiful. It's really what you want to have is liquid. You could use water too. I'm just looking for flavor. Okay, so now you can put your skewer in. Beautiful. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish the kebabs for the chicken. I hope you can see this. I probably should scan it out a little bit. There you go. Maybe that's better. Okay. All right, let's get a couple onions. We get a mushroom. Oh, this is just gorgeous. I can't wait to show it to you. Get a garlic clove. What a neat device. I love this, Keith. I just love it. if you could smell this garlic, it's just phenomenal. Okay, we'll put a tomato on top of those. Awesome. Oh, this one has a little bit more room, so we're going to top that one off with another chicken piece. I think that would be yummy. 2 extra chicken pieces. This looks just great. I'm so excited. Oh, so much. Okay. Time for the beef. Oh my gosh. That is just so heavenly. Again, they're about inch cubed beef. I ended up picking up a sirloin because the sirloin was on sale. I love that when you can find something that's on sale. And so when you're going to cook your kebabs in the Instant Pot, because I did an inch piece, they're about inch and a half, you can do 2 minutes on high pressure, but you want to do a quick release of the steam on this one. So transfer some of those juices in. Get some peppers. Oh, this is so pretty. So beautiful. Get an orange guy. Get some garlic cloves for the beef. So simple. This is going to take, so little time to make. So how I'm going to plate this, I should talk a little bit about how I'm going to actually do the plating of this. And so for the beef, we definitely want to get a mushroom cap on. Oh, that's so gorgeous right there. Do 2 mushroom caps, because some people don't like mushroom. And then we'll do some vegetables. And I think for these that don't have the mushroom cap, we'll put an extra beef on. So it'll just be perfect. These are so pretty. They are so pretty. And because we have a few people coming for dinner tonight, I'm not going to hit the start button, but I'm going to show you exactly how I would do it. Because they'll cook so fast. Okay, but let me show you how that looks. Take a look. Isn't that outstanding? I love it. I love it. I just think it's so great. And so all you're going to do, yeah, I know, right? How exciting. So all we're going to do is we're going to pop this guy right inside the inner pot. And you're going to put your lid on when you're ready to cook. So, it's going to cook super fast. I love hearing that noise. Don't you love hearing that noise when you put your lid on? Here, let's do it again. It just means it's on. And that's locked. So you just lock it. It tells you it's locked. And what you're going to hit your manual setting. You want to hit it on high. You want to have high pressure, manual setting. And because they're inch pieces, if you do a little bit bigger, you may do 3 minutes. But I'm going to do 2 minutes. So that we don't get the vegetables overdone. And then as soon as the 2 minutes are up, I'm not going to let them stay hot. I'm just going to do the quick release. So you know how to do a quick release on this unit. Let me show you. On a quick release, all you're going to do is flip this to the one side. It just goes quick release, and then that's it. That's so simple. And then you're going to get some hand mitts because that's going to be super hot, and you'll pull it off so that you can plate it. Now here's how I'm going to plate all of the kebabs. Some of them are going to have, people are going to have a choice of having rice. I was going to make a cauliflower rice, but then I decided to actually place it on a bed of lettuce. So I've got 2 types of lettuce that I'm going to be preparing. We've got some romaine hearts and some Boston. So we're going to mix a little bit of lettuce together, and we're going to plate these kebabs right on top of the lettuce and have a beautiful summertime salad. I know it's fall in some parts of the areas that you're all watching from, but it's a really hot day here in Florida. So it's a great, great evening recipe. Just yummy. And let me show you the tzatziki sauce. I made a sauce. We're going to use a vinaigrette dressing, just a balsamic vinaigrette. Nothing really special, nothing very spicy because we already have the spice on the beautiful kebabs. But I did put a dipping sauce together, and I went ahead and made it, so I'll share it with you. It's so easy to make your own tzatziki sauce, and it's so, so delicious. Let me show you. I don't know if you can see it really well there. But, so I'm going to put little dish together, a little ramekin on the plates, and oh, this just smells heavenly. So you get your Greek yogurt. Let me just show you how beautiful that looks. It's set up really nicely in the refrigerator. So you're gonna, you start off to make this, it's so simple. You can use an English cucumber. I'm gonna spoon out of there, because we want to put that back in the refrigerator until we're ready to serve it. But I did want to share it with you. So I took some of those beautiful cloves of garlic, right? I started off, and I did some pictures of this on the video that I did right after I did the marinade. But I took some of the garlic cloves, chopped them up, kind of made a little bit of a paste out of them. Started with about 2 cups, there's about a cup and a half, maybe 2 cups of Greek organic organic yogurt, Greek yogurt, sorry about that. And then the English cucumber. So if you don't have English, because I didn't have an English cucumber, I just kind of, what I did is I peeled the cucumber and I scraped the seeds off, just scrape, 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 so you can see the cucumber scraped with the seeds off. And then I finely chopped it, really fine chop. I'll show it to you in here. This is so easy. So I did a really nice dice of the cucumber. The same thing, I did the same thing with the diced onion. So you've got garlic, you've got onion, you've got the organic Greek yogurt. See, there's the red onion. You can use what, oh gosh, those are so beautifully fragrant. It's so yummy. And then you're gonna use a little white wine vinaigrette. I use Dan-O's also in this tzatziki, but a little white vinaigrette, white wine vinaigrette, and then some Dan-O's. And I also put a little cumin in, because you know me, I like a little cumin. And to give it just a little dash of the Hungarian paprika, the hot paprika. Really yummy. And a little olive oil. And that's it. That's how easy it is. You can salt and pepper. If you use pepper, I would recommend using the white pepper, just because you don't want to have the tzatziki getting too colorful. It's already a little bit more colorful than I like, because I put the Hungarian red pepper in it. But it's fine. People will say, "Ooh, what's that flavor?" But it is to die for. Yummy, just really yummy. And then we'll have dessert. We're gonna have that cheesecake. So I'm gonna melt some Ice of Delights, and I'm gonna do some butterscotch chocolate chips. And we'll drizzle it on the top, and I'll let you know how it turned out. I'm really excited because I've never done that before. So we'll see how it happens. And that's it, people. So, oh, I didn't tell you how we're gonna cook these guys. Normally I have them already cooking. So we're gonna quick cook these. This is gonna take 2 hours to cook, 2.5 hours max. On high, you're gonna just put the top on, put it on high. Once you get them all skewered up, so I've got 4 more skewers to go, and we'll get those skewered up after we end the show. So look for the comments below. I'll post pictures of when we played everything. And don't forget to say hello, where you're from, and who you are. And as soon as we get that new Facebook page open and started, I will send out special invites to everybody who's been on the shows before, and we'll get you set up on the page. I'm so looking forward to having that community group. So I think it'll be a lot of fun. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. I hope you have a wonderful last weekend. I guess this is our last weekend of September, and we're already into October. I just can't even believe it. So with ending the show, I want to share with you, we have a seasonal catalog that's coming out, and I'm booking parties. We can book some parties online as well, and or I can just send you the seasonal catalog. because I know you're getting ready to think about, or maybe you haven't started thinking about it, but I have started thinking about it. I have all kinds of people who I'd be buying gifts for. My hairdresser, my daughter has some professors in college that I'm going to send some special gifts to. My son, who is a teacher right now, teaching special needs in Shelby County in Kentucky. I'd probably send a care package or two for some of the people he's working with. And, well, you know, just all kinds of friends and family. So it's great. These are great little gift ideas, health, wellness. Everyone's looking to get healthy. So why not think about a gift of health? So if you're interested in any of that, just send me a private message and we'll go ahead and I'll send you either the catalog or we'll talk about what kind of special gifts that might be perfect for you. All right, have a blessed weekend, everybody. I love all of you and thank you so much for joining us. Have a great weekend. Bye.